it's been quite an interesting week, a week where a lot has happened. And this is a show where we unpack for you unfiltered conversations, new insights, and new viewpoints. And of course, we are very, very bold. And Dr. C's hairstyle will tell you how bold we are.
Yes, I kind of quite really, not kind of, I really love this hairstyle. I've had it for the last more than 20 years.
Yes.
But the boldness in it
Yeah.
is exactly who I am, represents who I am inside. And today I'm making a public announcement. If you don't want it out there, don't tell me. Don't show me. Don't tell me. I value my freedom. Freedom of expression and freedom to, of my mind. So don't imprison my mind with things.
So don't tell Dr. C secrets. The rule of the thumb is, if you tell her secrets, she will reveal. We avoid telling her secrets.
Of course, I exercise discretion.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
And
But you say,
But this has saved me a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me,
yeah.
I will tell you, and I will tell you, I hope you're ready to repeat in a room full of people what you've just told me. And I will wait when that person is there.
Yeah.
And I say, oh, so and so just told me this. So that way, even relatives on Detangi Moshene, because wanajua nitasema. And that way, I'm left out of a lot of conversations.
But
which
don't you think
saved
you
me.
miss out on something like when?
No, I'm free, I'm happy, I'm healthy, my family is healthy, I'm living life. Nini ingine mnataka?
To know a few of secrets so
No,
that at least
I'm
you
not
can
interested
you can
in
feel
people's
special.
secrets. For example, I'm not interested to know that you're a side chick. And
What are you
then,
talking
no, when I
about?
meet your wife, I have to like behave. Because, this kind of things.
Do you know that's how I lost my most important friendship in campus? Because a friend of mine had a guy who was cheating, and that guy was cheating with my friend, and both of them are my friends. It was really hard for me. Because I have to meet you, you tell me about your boyfriend. I meet you, tell me about your boyfriend, and I know your boyfriend is one person.
So what,
Yes.
did the person tell you to tell on them?
No, I just told this one, please be careful, and told this one, please be careful.
Yeah, don't show me such things.
Yes.
So if I know you're having an affair, for example, you
Yes.
have revealed it to me. How do you expect me to behave when I meet your wife? And then you expect behavior from me.
You must be cordial.
No, that's
I'm
very
just
hard.
gonna be, naturally chatty. I'm gonna chatty and then unakaa hapo hivyo. I hope she doesn't say.
And I hope you don't show her affection. I hope you don't show so much affection in my presence, because I'll be like, oh my God, he fools ladies a lot. Now I'll think everyone around you is your mistress. Anyway, I'm Maria. I'm so happy to be here. That was a side note. Yes. Today you're not starting with side chick.
And we are drinking Samantha wine.
Or we are not
right?
even starting with polygamy. Let disclaimer, because CEO is coming next to introduce our show.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, and I'm CEO Charles Otieno. I will just say that do not tell on people. Why? You don't have business of telling people what, Dr. C. You don't.
Don't tell me. Don't show me. Don't tell me.
Anyway, let's start. Now, last week, the New York Times had a massive expose on Kenya, and they discussed what they called modern day slavery. And the Standard, of course, newspapers also published the article on how Kenyan workers are being mistreated in the Middle East. And it is sad because the Kenyan government does not protect its workers. And we have seen in Saudi Arabia, many Kenyan women have died. Others are being held captive without food. Others are being beaten. Others have lost sense of life and anything in what took them there. And they're not even paid salary. Yet the government of Kenya has never, ever done anything for these workers. And to put the spanner in the works is that the most connected people in government are the ones who are championing insurance for these people to go to meet their early deaths in those countries. And they are running an enterprise out of this business where many people have died and there's no remorse. What do you guys think?
So, two things to be said. The first one is that You know, when we have people leaving Kenya and going to work out of Kenya, it's an advantage in the sense that we are looking at the foreign inflows
Yes.
in terms of supporting. So we are not saying that people should not go to work to Kenya, but they go out to work out of Kenya. I think it's good to put clear water and say we are talking about some of these low cadre jobs where Kenyans go and they are thoroughly mistreated. And I want to say, you know, sometimes you hear statistics. I want to say, actually, I had a girl who worked with me, and she got this job to go to Saudi Arabia. Her name was Betty. And she went, we blessed her, she went. And one day when she reached there, turns out she was being asked to go and do some manual job in someone's house, a house girl. Her passport was taken away. To communicate with the family was difficult. And one day she calls, she says, oh, she's having a fight, she's eaten something, she doesn't know that she will make it. And actually she came back in a coffin. I'm talking about somebody I know. This is not some story you're reading somewhere. Like, this is truly from a personal experience. So I want to say this, that so it's not just Saudi Arabia alone. Even sometimes people even go to the US, and you wouldn't call it a slavery, but I want to start by grounding Kenyans and letting them know that, you know, there are very many things at home we take for granted. I find that some of the people who go, let me talk about the US, yeah, so that we can qualify this slavery thing. There are two kinds of people who go to the US. The ones who go, they work for high-end organizations, they are paid very well, they drive good cars, they can live well, they can afford. And then the other person who goes to actually, and they do very well, when they had completely reached the end in Kenya, there's nothing they can do. They can wash diapers for I don't know what, they can do all these things, like hold even 10 jobs. You're literally a walking vampire or something like that. There's nothing you can do. So that in itself is slavery, because we take it for granted that at 8 o'clock you go to work, you can have lunch, you have a sensible break, and yeah. So, you know, the desperation sometimes at home here is pushing people into real slavery. You know, in Ghana, there's that bridge people used to cross and actually go. This JKIA, in the future, is just going to be one of those historic places where thousands of Kenyans have passed through and gone out there. Without proper contracts, all these things are changed. And like you said, I looked at the statistics, 371 Kenyans in the year 2024 alone actually died, right? Out of these, just, you know, these kind of contracts. And by the way, they're not just, I've had some of the veterinary doctors who've actually gone, especially in Saudi Arabia. You're taken, oh, you're going to be in charge of a farm. Then you find there you've become some houseboy of sorts, and you're a graduate. So there's a lot of deception. People need to be brought to book. When people come back, those bodies, we need to have those kind of bilateral agreements where autopsies are done. We find out what has killed these people. There's a natural attrition anyway, people die, whether you're out or, but what has actually killed them? This is a crisis, like it's a crisis. We have to rise up and defend Kenyans.
Okay, I'll start by saying the people who actually facilitate them going, because actually there's a time in the passport office I could see a lot of people lying there waiting for their passports to go. The people who actually facilitate these people going should know that there is no price you can put on a human life. There is no day that, no matter how much you are making from all this, there is no price that can be put on a human life. And as much as maybe you feel like you are making good money right now, and these agencies and any other person who is taking people abroad, they should be thoroughly checked. And actually, if you take someone abroad and they come back dead, you should at least have a report for us. Like the autopsy should be done. You went with this agency, but you did not make it. why didn't you make it? Maybe that way people will have the decency of taking people to good jobs, of making sure they are safe, of at least seeing that the boss that was you were handed over to did not mistreat you, because we are actually people who care about our people. Treating them as slaves and just throwing them there is something that, okay, I'll say it's, okay, first of all, it's very diabolical, but also at the same time, I would say for you to, no matter how much money you are making, there is no price to human life. Also, if you are Kenyan out there and you can afford basic meal, you have a roof on your head. Basic. I know abroad you would be paid better. It's not like I'm dismissing the fact that in the country the pay is not that good. And I know abroad you can be paid better. But you rather be home than go for that money. If you can afford basic needs, just avoid that. Maybe your star will shine one day, your ambitions will come true, or maybe you can find other dreams or other desires in your life and passions that you can pursue in your country, rather than going there just because you've been attracted by the pay. It's good on paper, it's good when it's said here, but when you get there, you've not met your boss yet. That's when you realize things are not as good. Because if the testimonies of the people going abroad was as amazing as the number of people going, then I would be in support. But at the moment, nah.
So I think it's a very bad thing for Kenyans to be mistreated. And the Kenyans, as any human being, you're looking for a better life. So we cannot stop them from going. It is the government's prerogative to take care of its people wherever they are, number one. Number two, it's the government prerogative to identify what kind of jobs these Kenyans are being called, especially in Saudi Arabia, which has been notorious in actually mistreating Kenyans of low cadre, women, house managers and all that, and people who go to do these house chores. So there must be a bilateral agreement signed and deposited, and the embassy should be at the top of knowing how many Kenyans come in this country every year, where are they working, what is the organization, an umbrella organization in that country that represents them with proper guideline and officials. Like, for example, you are 500,000 Kenyans, you're working as house helps in Saudi, then you need to have an organization where you can be reached, you can be helped, and then that forms a basis for even the employers not to mistreat them. So the biggest problem we have is that the Kenyan government has left these people to die in foreign land. That's why 371 died last year. It's not these other jobs we are talking about, Dr.C, where you'll go to America, where you can go and hustle. It's slavery, but this one is where if a girl goes there, you are told you will not eat. You are told you'll be washing the dogs. You are told you'll be eating you what.
You're even told your boss wants to come in your room at night.
No, they come in your room, they want you to sleep with their dogs, they want to do many weird things on you. It is sad that Kenyan government has never written, and that's why I have a problem with Msale even last week, that the Ministry for Foreign Affairs must have taken these things up and really dealt with them and have a proper and say, no, you cannot mistreat our people. Even you, we have your citizens in this country, but we don't mistreat them. But the problem is the current government, the top leaders are profiting from their misery. Because then they just want to get money to ensure them to go. It doesn't matter whether they're going to die. It's only that the moment I have given those people who are transporting you to Dubai or to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, I have made my money as an insurer and I'm making billions of money out of it. So if you go die, it's up to you. It is really, really sad that the government is aiding Kenyans to die in foreign lands without proper jobs. It's very bad. We cannot allow the government to proceed like that.
And you know, I just find some of these countries have no respect for human rights and especially for our skin. You know, just so that Kenyans can actually know why. Like Ebu try and joke with one Israeli. They will come for you. Do you remember that story of Dora Block? When they send the plane to come and pick her from Uganda?
Yes,
yeah.
the Entebbe.
Entebbe. Let me tell you, they will send an entire battalion to fish out one Israeli if you joke with one. Like, just try and joke with one. And therefore, everybody knows not to actually, this phone is whatever ringing. Everybody knows not to joke with those people. Try and joke with an American.
They'll come
The American
They'll
government
come for
will
you.
come for you. So the Kenyan government needs to flex, needs to flex its muscle and say, even if it's a single Kenyan, it's the example that you set to the world. But now the whole world knows, yeah, you Kenyans, you're on
are
your
the
own.
slaves,
Your
so we
government
come.
will not even come for
And
you.
the Kenyans, if Museveni would say, and the other day Museveni said that we go and ask Kibaki why he took Migingo. I wondered, and Kenyan government kept quiet.
Yeah.
You're saying, I took your island, go ask your former president who is dead. And then no one actually, this country is just being run by clueless individuals. Clueless, totally.
Yeah.
If it was Daniel Arap Moi, the second president, you joke like that, the army would have been in Uganda today. In Busia, I'm telling you. If
Yes.
it's Kenyatta,
Where?
senior, the army would have been in Uganda today, in Kampala, whipping people there like no nonsense.
And CEO,
Yeah,
you know, last week we started a topic on this Museveni thing.
yeah.
And, you know, I said something like, we have to know who is behind this Museveni. I saw in your paper, the Standard newspaper, maybe you can shed some light. I'm maybe going a bit off script a bit. I saw the current head of delegation, the lady, saying that he understands. No, she. I saw the current head of
understands.
delegation of the European Union to Kenya, saying that she understands the position of Uganda. She understands why Yoweri Museveni may actually say what he's saying because of the position of landlocked countries. And I said, you guys, watch out.
We allow
Who
people to walk
is-
all over us.
There's a lot of minerals, $5 billion worth of gold discovered in Ikolomani, where I come from, by the way, Ikolomani. Yeah?
Gold mine.
It's a corrupted version of, and there's a lot at stake.